What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here, and we are back at my favorite place to film other than my parents' house out in Tennessee in the mountains, where it's super nice, peaceful, and relaxing. But we're at my dinner table right now. I just think it gives a good picture. You can see the firearm properly. It's good contrast with the background. So I'm glad to be here again. Anyways, Glock 27 right here. As you can see, flush 9-round mag. Glock 26, as you can see right here, flush 10-round mag. Now, these are two of my top 5 everyday carry options, Glock 26 being number 1, and the Glock 27 falling 4th or 5th in my favorite firearms out there. Now, whenever I post videos about this, I get tons of hate and tons of comments, and that's fine. You're not going to see me switch up. You're not going to see any money be put in my pocket, ever change my everyday carry option. You're never going to see that from me. If I like something, I like it. If I talk about it in videos that I like it, I actually like it. Stuff like the Ruger SR9C, the M&P 40C, the Hellcat, stuff like that. Stuff that a lot of people hate on simply because there's no hype behind it anymore. There's no marketing dollars. They're not throwing hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars of marketing towards the M&P 40C 1.0. That just wouldn't make sense, right? But that doesn't eliminate it as a great option. Right here, one of the number one complaints is, oh, I can't get my pinky on the bottom, right? My pinky's hanging off. The Glock 26 and 27 were only made to get about 1.5, 2 fingers in there, right? If that. A lot of people's fingers even sit like that, right? I just want you guys to think of this for a second. 99.9999999, and I can keep going, percent of the world is 6'9". Hickok 45 is 6'9". You know what 2 firearms he carried a lot in his life? These 2 setups. Go look at his everyday carry videos. When he's talking about his holster options for his Glock 26, you don't see a big base plate sticking out. You don't see an extended mag. You see a 10+1 flush mag. 6'9". I bet he could carry literally any firearm he wanted to, right? He could carry a full size if he wanted. I'm sure he could conceal that. On top of that, his hands, trust me, are way bigger than mine. I know that for a fact. I wear size large gloves. I'm sure his are much bigger. But yet he carried just like this. You think he was getting more than 1.5 fingers on this firearm? No chance. But you know what? He knows how good of a firearm it is, how shootable it is, how reliable it is. I don't know if he carries it today. That's not the point. The point is, at one point in his life, he thought it was completely justified to carry a 10+1 setup in a Glock 26 or a 9+1 setup in a Glock 27, and didn't feel the need to carry any more rounds when I'm sure he could have. He didn't feel the need to have his pinky hit standing on something. Now, is it nice to have 3-finger contact? Yes, of course. Do I carry with extended base plate and stuff like that? Yes, I do every now and then. But I also carry like this in the summer, and I have no problem with it. What you do is you just tuck that last pinky back here. Now, it's a little different than like that, but you still get a good purchase on that firearm, and especially with the Gen 3s and 4s with the finger grooves, regardless if your finger's too big for those finger grooves, it locks it in. Now, I know it can feel a little uncomfortable, but I even feel a little bit of those finger grooves not sitting properly with my fingers, but it's fine. This man is 6'9", 99.9999999, repeating, percent of you guys are not 6'9". You do not have the hand size he has, but yet he carried this. Also, someone, I believe he was like 20th ranked at one point for competitive shooting, used a Glock 26. So I'm just saying, guys, it's more about how many rounds you put through it at the range, how often you train with it, versus, oh, my finger's hanging off. If I guarantee he had 1.5 fingers on that thing. He probably was sitting somewhere like this with that pinky down here, and he still carried it. That's pretty amazing. But, you know, there's a lot of money going behind a lot of firearms, and it is what it is. But for me, Glock 26, even the Glock 27 chambered in 40. Now, this is a little bit bigger of a base plate, but still, you're not getting a finger on that. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Just some food for thought.